Tell me if you can see my shoes as well.
It's up to your knees.
Sweet.
Hi John,
Hi Wayne.
how's it going?
Good to see you again.
It's good to see you. So you're at the Olympics?
I was, yeah. Just got back recently.
Okay, brilliant. Tell me about it. What happened?
Oh, it was amazing, you know. After the training, I was obviously shipped down to London, given accommodation, food, things like that. Travel expenses, everything was covered by G4S, which, as you know, was the company providing security for the Olympics.
Okay, brilliant. How did you get into it? Not that I already know, but tell us anyway.
Well, I was studying at university, coming to the end of my studies, and Bridging the Gap was an initiative set up by London Olympic, LOCOG, the organising committee of the Olympic Games, and G4S, as an initiative to bridge the gap, as it were, the shortfall in security officers for the Olympics. So yeah, I was part of that.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
So obviously you did the training with me, you know,
Yep.
mastery security training, as we were subcontracted out to do the training. Okay, brilliant. Tell us what is it about the training you covered, and how did that help you with your job?
Yeah, all sorts. I mean, I'd never had any security experience beforehand, and you get the stereotypical image of some big bruiser, but I mean, one of the interesting things that stuck out to me was on day one you learn that a security guard, or a bouncer as they were formerly known, is now a door supervisor, and that encompasses a wide range of people covering a wide range of events, you know, obviously the typical nightclubs, things like that, but also bigger events such as shows, festivals, and the Olympic Games, of course. So.
Okay,
Yeah.
brilliant. So what was the role at the Olympic Games? What was your role?
Yeah, well, I was trained by yourself to be a security guard, so I did the SIA training and skills for security and things like that. When I got there, I was working in one of the venues in the Olympic Park as a guard, and after about 3 weeks or so, I got promoted to team leader. So, you know, it was a bit of an eye-opener for me. That's kind of management, never done anything like that before, but I really embraced it and learnt a lot from it, doing all sorts of things really. I was working with up to 20 people at a time, supervising them to, you know, help them fulfill their roles as well, and everyone have a good opportunity at the Olympics. So, yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Let's get down to the nitty gritty.
Sure.
What was the pay scale like? What did you start off on?
I started on about £9 an hour, and then it went up with the promotion to about £14 an hour with the bonus at the end for completion of the Olympic Games. So I think I was there for about 2 months. Quite long hours, but you know, to be expected, and you put the work in, you get out of it. So yeah, got a nice paycheck at the end of it.
Cool. Tell us about your experiences. What the experience in the games? You know,
Sure,
what did you get up to and that sort of stuff?
Well, day to day, I started off as a guard, and that was great. You know, I got to see the final completion process of the Olympics coming together, athletes coming in, like important people and things like that, and working with the public as well. So there's millions of people visiting London at that time, and I was a part of it. It was like a festival atmosphere. So yeah, I was working with athletes. I saw the Prime Minister at one point.
No way.
Yeah, Prince Harry as well. You know, they've got auras around them. You get to see these people in real life, and it's a nice thing to do, and you're a part of it, working with them in respect. And even up until the point where the Olympics finished, I was part of the closing party for the staff and the volunteers, and you know, saw Sebastian Coe and giving thank you speech. I was still working mine, so I couldn't partake in the festivities. But yeah, it was a really good experience all around.
Good. So you saw the Prime Minister. I just can't get that you saw the Prime.
It's great.
Yeah. So is he like what he's on the television?
He almost glided past. I mean, you know, I'm not talking about political views here, but he's quite an important person in the world and things like that. And you know, one thing I noticed was his hair. It's just like, he's got amazing hair, and that sounds like weird, but it's just really slick. You must use some Prime Minister shampoo or something like that. But yeah, you know, I got to see a lot of people, famous footballers. Didn't see Beckham, unfortunately, but that would have been good. And you know, I got to see the closing ceremony and things like that. All these amazing things. So I was part of it.
Okay. Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant stuff. So I'm really happy that you enjoyed the Olympic Games, and it paid really well as well.
Yeah, well, you know,
that's one of the main things.
I mean, I just wanted to be there, but that was a bonus. So.
Good. What about the future? What's the future for you now in security?
Yeah, I mean, I've got this experience now where I can take it to all sort of walks of life. Like I say, it's not just about being a doorman or anything like that. Bigger events like the MEN in Manchester, that's a place I'd like to work. Stewarding and things like that at festivals, and hopefully even, who knows, 4 years down the line I could work in Rio de Janeiro. That would be great, you know, but we'll see. So could work anywhere really.
Fantastic.
Transferable skills, definitely.
Good. Okay, so the viewers at home, how could you wrap it up in a nutshell about your experience of training with Mastery Security Training?
You know, it was a great opportunity. I didn't really know what to expect at first. Obviously, you have this idea of what security is, but it really is accessible to everyone. I worked with people from all walks of life, male, female, people from this country, people from Germany, as far-flung places as Brazil itself. You know, it's really something that's worth getting into. You meet a lot of people, especially when you do events and things. The training itself was brilliant. It was pitched at the right level for everyone. You get a lot of support from yourself, and personally I think you're a great teacher. Not everyone can teach, but I think, you know, you've got that communication skill, which is an art in itself. Yeah, I mean, it's really worth doing, and it's something that you can take into any profession in respect, and the confidence it gives you with sort of physical intervention, things like that, second to none, really. It's good training to do.
Okay, brilliant. One of the main things for me is it's not just the training, but the training is supposed to be there to get you the job.
Yeah.
Now, you had to not just do the training and turn up for a job, you had to go for an interview process, didn't you?
Yeah.
How did the training help you in your interview process? What was it that you managed to do to convince these people that you were the right person for that job?
Yeah, I mean, it gets you to think security-minded, so there's all sorts of concepts you can employ about, say, in an airport, for example, you're thinking suspicious packages, what's suspicious? You know, luggage might be there, someone's left it, but what the course talks about is whether or not it's relevant to the surroundings and all these kinds of things, which you can only really get from the training, really, and talking about it, and you're in a classroom environment, and it's not a strict classroom, obviously, it's a productive classroom. Everyone's learning from each other, there's input involved, you know, you've got slideshows to help you and things like that, and activities and things, so, you know, it's that kind of training that really helps you towards the security industry.
Okay, brilliant. John, I wish you all the luck in the future.
Thank you very much, Wayne. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you. Thanks for training
Cheers.
with us.